Imagine nurturing a garden that thrives all year round, regardless of the weather outside. Welcome to the world of greenhouses, where the constraints of traditional growing seasons are a thing of the past. Our journey today will introduce you to the rich history, diverse types, and essential know-hows of greenhouse gardening. We'll explore the wide variety of plants that thrive in these conditions, address common challenges, and celebrate success stories. Ready to discover the magic of greenhouses? Let's dive in. The idea of greenhouses isn't new, it goes back centuries. Imagine yourself in ancient Rome, where the first known greenhouses were used to grow cucumbers for the Emperor Tiberius. Fast forward to the Renaissance, when Italians began using botanical gardens to house exotic plants brought back by explorers. The 17th century marked a significant milestone in greenhouse evolution with the creation of orangeries, structures designed to protect citrus trees during winter. Then, the Industrial Revolution in the 19th century brought about significant advancements with the development of large, ornate conservatories, thanks to improved glass and iron production techniques. The 20th century saw a shift towards functionality over form, with greenhouses becoming more affordable and accessible to the average gardener. Today, we have a wide array of structures, from humble cold frames to grand geodesic domes, all designed with one purpose in mind: to extend the growing season. From a simple concept, greenhouses have evolved into a gardener's best friend. Greenhouses come in all shapes and sizes. Let's explore a few. First up, we have the hoop house. Simple and cost-effective, these greenhouses are made of a series of hoops covered with plastic. They're perfect for beginners, providing a controlled environment for your plants without breaking the bank. Next is the cold frame greenhouse. Think of it as a mini greenhouse, ideal for small spaces or for giving seedlings a head start. It's essentially a box with a transparent lid, allowing sunlight in while protecting plants from harsh weather. Moving on to a larger scale, we have the classic A-frame greenhouse. With its high-peaked roof, it's not just architecturally pleasing, but also provides ample space for a variety of plants. Finally, we have the grand glass conservatory. These are the greenhouses of our dreams, built to impress with their ornate structures and often housing rare exotic plants. Choosing the right kind of greenhouse depends on your specific needs and resources. Identifying the perfect spot for your greenhouse is crucial. It's akin to finding a home, not just for you, but for your plants too. And just like real estate, it's all about location, location, location. First and foremost, sunlight is the lifeblood of your plants. Choose a spot that gets ample sunlight, preferably 6 hours or more daily. Remember, morning sun is more beneficial than the harsh afternoon rays. Next, consider wind protection. A location shielded from strong winds will help maintain a stable internal temperature and prevent structural damage. Accessibility is another key factor. Your greenhouse should be convenient to reach, preferably close to your home and near a water source. Lastly, consider the size of your greenhouse. Ensure there's enough room for expansion, because trust me, once you start, you'll find it hard to stop. A well-located greenhouse is the foundation of a thriving garden, so choose wisely, my friends. Your plants will thank you. Successfully managing a greenhouse garden requires understanding a few essentials. Let's start with temperature control. A greenhouse's magic lies in its ability to maintain a warmer climate than the surrounding environment. But remember, too much heat can be as detrimental as too little. A thermometer is your best friend here. Monitor the temperature regularly and adjust it as needed. During summer months, shade cloths, cooling fans, or an evaporative cooler can help keep the temperature in check. In contrast, during colder months, a heater or thermal mass like water barrels or stone walls can provide the necessary warmth. Next up is ventilation. This is crucial in maintaining a healthy balance of temperature and humidity. It also aids in pollination and helps keep diseases at bay. A well-ventilated greenhouse allows hot air to escape and brings fresh air in. Roof vents, side vents, or even automated ventilation systems can be employed. The key is to ensure a steady flow of air, mimicking the natural breeze plants would experience outdoors. The third essential is humidity management. Plants need moisture, but an overly humid environment can promote the growth of mold and other plant diseases. Humidity can be controlled by opening vents to let out moist air, using fans to circulate air, or installing a dehumidifier if necessary. It's also a good practice to water your plants in the morning, giving them plenty of time to absorb the moisture before the cooler evening temperatures set in. Lastly, let's not forget about light. Plants need light to photosynthesize and grow. Greenhouses, by design, allow ample sunlight in. However, during the darker months, supplemental lighting might be needed. Choose a lighting system that best suits the needs of your plants. Fluorescent lights for seedlings and low-light plants. High-intensity discharge lights for fruiting and flowering plants. Mastering these essentials will set you up for greenhouse gardening success. Always remember, every plant has its unique needs, with careful attention to these key aspects: temperature, ventilation, humidity, and light. Your greenhouse will become a thriving garden, no matter the season. A greenhouse opens up a world of possibilities for what you can grow. Think of it as your own botanical haven where you can cultivate a medley of plants that might not typically flourish in your outdoor garden. From the delicate blossoms of orchids to the vibrant hues of geraniums and marigolds, these beauties thrive in the controlled environment of a greenhouse. Venture into the realm of edibles, and you'll be amazed at the bountiful harvest you can reap. From juicy tomatoes and crisp lettuce to zesty herbs and even mouth-watering strawberries, a greenhouse provides the perfect conditions for a year-round supply of fresh produce. But it's not just about flowers and edibles. You can also cultivate exotic plants like palms and succulents, or even bonsai trees. Each plant has its unique requirements, whether it's the tropical warmth for orchids or the cooler conditions preferred by lettuce. With a greenhouse, the world of plants is your oyster. Like any garden, greenhouses have their challenges, but worry not, we have solutions. Let's start with one of the most common challenges: pest management. It's a fact of life. Where there are plants, there will be pests. But in the controlled environment of a greenhouse, you can turn the tables on these pesky invaders. Regular inspections for signs of infestation, introducing beneficial insects, or using organic pesticides can keep your plants healthy and pest-free. Next up, disease prevention. The warm, humid environment of a greenhouse is ideal for plant growth, but it can also be a breeding ground for fungal, bacterial, and viral diseases. Fear not, gardeners. By ensuring proper ventilation, maintaining cleanliness, and promptly removing any diseased plants, you can keep your greenhouse garden thriving and disease-free. Space optimization is another challenge. Greenhouses, especially smaller ones, may not have a lot of space to spare. The solution? Vertical gardening. Grow your plants upwards with the help of trellises, hanging baskets, or vertical wall planters. This not only saves space, but also adds an aesthetic appeal to your greenhouse. Water management is crucial in a greenhouse. Too much water can lead to root rot, while too little can cause wilting. The key is to strike a balance, and that comes with understanding your plant's needs. Some plants prefer their soil to dry out completely between waterings, while others prefer consistently moist soil. Remember, overwatering is one of the most common mistakes in greenhouse gardening, so when in doubt, it's better to underwater. Lastly, let's address temperature control. Maintaining the right temperature is vital for your plant's growth. During the day, the sun can heat up your greenhouse quickly. To prevent overheating, use shade cloths or open the vents and doors for natural cooling. At night, keep your plants warm using a heater or by insulating your greenhouse. So you see, each challenge presents an opportunity to learn and grow, both as a gardener and in your garden. With knowledge and preparation, you can overcome any greenhouse gardening challenge. Now, let's take inspiration from those who have made their greenhouse dreams come true. In the heart of Massachusetts, we find the story of Susan, a retired teacher who turned her love for exotic orchids into a thriving greenhouse business. Despite the harsh New England winters, her greenhouse is a tropical paradise year-round, boasting over 200 different varieties of orchids. Moving west to sunny California, meet John, a culinary enthusiast who's transformed his greenhouse into a veritable herb and vegetable garden. From fragrant basil to robust tomatoes, John's greenhouse supplies fresh ingredients for his cooking adventures throughout the year. Then there's the story of the Thompson family in Oregon. They turned a modest hoop house into a productive space for growing organic vegetables. Their greenhouse not only feeds their family, but also contributes to their local farmers market, promoting sustainable living within their community. Across the Atlantic, in the United Kingdom, we find Emma, a dedicated conservationist who uses her greenhouse to cultivate endangered plant species. Her success in propagating these rare plants is a testament to the power and potential of greenhouse gardening. These stories show the diverse ways in which greenhouses can transform our gardening experiences. They demonstrate that with passion, commitment, and a little bit of knowledge, anyone can create a lush, productive space, regardless of climate or season. Inspired yet? It's time to start your own greenhouse gardening journey.